I am back. He's back.
Okay, so you're back. Everyone's back. We can get started. So I'm just gonna do a quick read through what happened last week. So
Last week? You mean like 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago, yeah,
Two.
because we all
Wasn't
had
it?
stuff going
Yeah,
on.
2. It was supposed to be last week, but then got
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a thing
canceled.
we do once a month, and that just happened to be the thing it fell on, so couldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right, so just a quick run through. Professor Hines offered your group 2 paths. You took the path for the investigating the origin of the cannibals. On the next day after you fought the cannibals, you arrived at the city of Nowhere, not to be confused with Nowhere in Marvel's Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy. And Claudius, who is no longer playing, so let's just say he died of explosive diarrhea. But he made a lot of noise, didn't do much with his noise. Angus questioned the guards, who told him about an eccentric woman. And who was it that was helping with the spices? Was that... who the heck was that? I think that was Alton Boak. Yeah, he was helping the lady offload the spices. So he got some stuff out of that. That was pretty cool. And so you did that. You went into the crazy old lady's house. Turns out that she wrecked her house and killed herself. It did not look like foul play. And Dexathea, wait, how do I say it again?
Dexathea.
Oh, I pretty much got it right. Dexathea verified, since she is sort of the genius of the group, that yes, this indeed was a suicide, not foul play. And then I'll just reread the letter to you. It's not verbatim because I didn't write it down beforehand, but it's more or less what it reads. She says, I should have never taken it. It's consuming me. Oh gods, this discovery is groundbreaking and nobody will ever know I made it. I can't think. Do not consume it. Never consume. Never, never. It trails off into a bloodstream. One other clue was written on the back of the paper. A map. A crudely drawn map at that, but a map nonetheless. It directed your team to a dotted line about a day's ride south of here. Little else was on the map, but your team has decided to head there and see what they can see. All right, so that is a recap of what happened last week. Any questions before we move on to this week?
First off, I'd like to spend 10 gold to refill my lantern.
It's not gold, but you're welcome to do that.
Coin.
Yep.
10 monies.
10 monies. 10 dinars.
Coin.
All right. Day 3. So we are now on day 3, week 3, day 3. Your bailboat creaks and groans against the dawn winds. These powerful gusts come every morning to ruin and push trader ships across the burning sands at high speeds. Your team is making excellent time as they sail southward. Suddenly, the first sign of, well, anything other than dunes appears on the horizon. A rocky outcropping at least a kilometer wide stabs upwards into the sky with jagged black spires. Perhaps it is some sort of volcanic remnant or the site of an ancient fire. But the black rocks... Oh, you know what? Let me get my mic a little closer here. But the black rocks are not the most intriguing thing about this place. From the corner of your eyes, you spot a glint of metal among the rocks. It's still a day's journey to the spot marked on the woman's map, but this warrants an investigation. Dun dun dun! Na, 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 na. Okay. So, here we go. Angus didn't question the guards. Well, somebody questioned the guards. It doesn't really matter who, because that didn't really produce any results. So
Yeah.
ultimately, all it really did was point you guys towards the house. So I guess it produced some kind of result. Alton Boak, you can go ahead and heal yourself. Set yourself back to 18 health.
Yeah, Chia.
Okay. Did you do it? Is my thing not up to... Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
No, I just didn't get a chance. Like, you gotta give me some time, man.
All right, so, well, this is one nice thing is I don't have to control someone's character sheet this round, except for the bad guys, so...
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay.
I was just... bad life.
Yeah, life is tough.
Got in the way.
Okay, so here we go. The Okay, that's right. So just like our last campaign, I wrote down all the clues that you guys can learn. And I will mark them off on my little sheet as you learn them and as you discover things. So, okay, so what you're looking at right now on your map is basically it's like a smorgasbord. You'll notice it's really long. And you guys are coming in from the north, roughly, east. So, but down below you is the entrance to this rock formation. However, it's shaded because the sun is setting. Well, not setting, but it's low enough in the sky that you just can't see in there. And most of this is a cave anyway, so even if the sun was straight up, wouldn't matter. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is something. Either work your way into the cave, or is there anything you want to try to learn about this before you proceed?
All right, let's start walking forward, boys. I don't think we need to know anything about the game before we go in it.
Okay, so go ahead and yeah, that's close.
Let's call the speed run.
That's close enough. So Angus Mcgregor, and actually it doesn't matter who, we're all going to do it. But I'm going to have each of you roll your... hold on. Let me do something here. I'm going to look at what we've got here. It's probably going to be... we're going to roll wit. We don't roll wit enough. So we're going to roll wit for awareness this time around. Everyone just roll your straight wit. The target is 12.
17.
Alton Boak pulling it out. Okay, yep. So Alton, you hear a sound of scraping coming from the tunnel.
Yo, boys, I think I hear scraping in there. Sorry on the type of language there.
What kind of scraping is it?
I would say Dexathea. You can roll what is it? Calculation to try and see if the sound is familiar to you.
Okay.
Just Dexathea. Oh yeah, that's a success. Great roll. So it sounds to you like the moving of many feet. Maybe not feet, maybe claws, maybe hooves. You don't know, but it's the moving of many appendages.
Okay, sounds like a lot of something in there. A lot of
So it looks like Angus Mcgregor is preparing for combat. He got the machine gun icon. Yeah, you wish.
There's my sword.
All right, so because Dexathea has heard some noises, we're not going to ambush you here. Is there anything else you guys would like to try and discover before we get into a fight? Because you already know a fight's coming. Something's coming. Okay, I'm guessing that's a no because it's extremely silent.
Yeah. I would, but I can't think anything off the top of my head.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so let's see here. Suddenly from the shadows of the cave emerges two creatures, and this is where they're at right now. That's how much you can see anyway from where you are. So because you saw them coming, they are going to roll... they're going to roll for initiative, and you're going to roll for initiative. It's not a surprise attack or anything, because you kind of heard it. So we're just going to see who gets to go first. So let me roll theirs first. It's going to be... takes up kneeled firing, using it more... Who am I aiming at on my turn? That's up to you. Okay. What were we rolling? It was agility, was it? I believe it was agility for initiative. Okay, so first one rolls a 9. Second one rolls an 11.
I said whom I am aiming at, not whom am I aiming at.
Oh, got it. Okay. So, and kind of giving away the third enemy that you can't really see, but they're moving together as a group, so I've got to roll. Let's roll that one. Okay, so that's a total of 34, if I'm doing my counting correctly. Okay, I want you three to roll agility.
Roll an agility.
Like a boss.
23 so far.
Down
Or
by
30,
4.
33. No, 23. I'm sorry.
We're at 30.
Plus the 730. Okay, so it looks like they get to go first. Good luck with yourselves. All right, so Razor Wasp number 1 is going to move 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if he has any attacks that he can take against you. I don't remember if I gave these guys ranged melee weapon. Nope. So you're safe from him. This next guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He also can't reach Alton Bok yet. And then last but not least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The queen is in view. All right. Queen, let's see.
Yeah, it's just a flat 6.
She also does not have a ranged weapon. So you guys better make a count because they are coming for you. All right. So that is their first initiative turn. They didn't get to do anything with it. Let's go ahead and move up to who's going to go first in the group here.
I guess. Might I go first?
The calculation is a flat 6. I think I wrote down somewhere in the Roll20 rules that it's movement 6 plus something.
How far can I move in a turn?
6.
5 plus my agility, right?
Hold on. Let me read it real quick. Movement, rune adopts, blah, 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 blah. You're using a grid board. Use your best judgment. Agility plus... Okay, number of grids equal to agility plus their fortitude. So technically, they should have moved a lot more, but I'll just let it go for now because we're learning.
Agility plus... Oh. Agility plus fortitude, right?
Yes. So number of hexes equal to agility plus your fortitude.
Alright, then I'm going to take a swing at it.
Okay, at Razor Wasp 2, I assume?
Yes.
All right, your to hit
One
on
next
him
turn.
is 10. He's quite large.
I have my iron scimitar out.
Give it a go.
19.
Oh, nice shot. So that's 9 damage against Razor Wasp 2. Let's see here. What is his armor? It's 0. And he is dead. Congrats, you wrecked him in one hit. Nice. So Alton Bok just takes his scimitar and not to be frightened by any stupid bug, no matter how big it is, he just slices it from thorax to whatever the rear is, tail, and cuts him in half. You just serrated this Razor Wasp. He is now dead. Okay. Let me add a little icon here. He's bisected. There you go. All right. Next up, Angus. I assume you're next because Dexathea usually goes last.
Yeah, I'll aim at the queen with my musket.
Okay, and her to hit is also 10. She's more agile, but she's huge, so she's like the broadside of a barn. Give it a roll.
Probably because she's bigger, she's going to be a bit more beefy. I'm going to use my coordinated, so I double my damage.
I believe you can choose that after the shot. So you might want to wait. I'm okay. That's fine.
Shit, where is it? There it is.
The coordinated thing. Okay, let's see. You rolled a 15.
Yeah, I'll double it.
Okay, hold on.
So that would be 10 for damage, or would that be a 30?
I think it's doubled your excess damage because otherwise your damage would be 30, which would be insane. I don't remember if I wrote it down. It's in the skill store, right?
Yeah, once per combat, you may double, triple, or quadruple your damage inflicted with crossbows and firearms. So I'm doing 10 damage.
Okay, yeah, that works for me because we can't double 15 because that's the actual result, not the damage. Yeah. All right, so 10 damage to the queen.
That would make it really OP if I get towards triple and quadruple.
Like if you rolled a perfect 18, you could one-shot a friggin' dragon with that. All right.
It's like, hello, enemy that should be nearly impossible for us to kill. I just killed you in one shot.
Nice. Okay, so
That's
excuse me. The queen has taken a major hit. You just nailed her. So you level your rifle and you just take a shot, and that round just plants itself right between her front and midsection. And although insects don't screech, she falls over sideways, stands up, and then stamps her little bug feet in the ground. You can tell she's not happy. All right, so
He screams via the wings.
Dexathea
Aggressively
up
swats.
next.
So,
Who would you like to shoot at or do things to?
yeah, her movement is 2 because both fortitude and agility are 1, so she cannot reach anything yet.
Does she have a ranged weapon?
She does. The range is 6, so she is fully out of range.
All right, so you might as well inch closer, I suppose. Do you have anything that helps your teammates, perhaps?
I don't think so.
Yeah, yours is like helping with calculations and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a combat character, so.
All right, so Razor Wasp 1 is quite unhappy with his fallen brethren, and in a very wasp-like way, he is going to attack Alton Bok.
I'm going. Actually, I'll probably say something after the roll if I can do that.
Yeah, if it does poorly. Okay, so he's Razor Wasp 1, not 2. Sorry. All right, so wait, Razor Wasp. Wow, that's not easy to say. Razor Wasp 1 is going to go against Alton Bok. Your to hit is 12. Okay, let's see. What is he going to use, though? He is going to use his stinger. And that is
I'm going to swap positions with him.
And take the hit?
Yeah. I
Okay.
believe I take half damage from that. Where is it? Selfless. Once or twice per battle, depending on skill level. So once may switch positions with one team members who would normally take damage. You take half damage instead, rounded up.
Okay, I'm going to change the rules on that next time to you have to be within a certain number of hexes. Because you can't magically...
I think I'm sort of out of that range.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll let it go this time. All right, so you've switched positions, and he did 2 extra damage. You don't have any armor, right?
No. Don't think so.
All right, so go ahead and take 2 damage out.
2 damage.
Up next is the Queen, who is going to attack you as well.
Oh, hold on a second, actually. I think I have resistance received reduce health damage received by a base on level. I believe that would be -3. I put in brackets.
You have that on level 3?
I think that's the first, like -3 for the first level of it.
What's it called? Resistance? It's -2 for the
under
first level.
Skill.
-2 for level 1. So you basically took no damage.
Yeah. Unless you bumped it up to level 2 with your XP last time.
In which case it would be -3, but either way he takes no damage.
Oh yeah, I did do that. I did up it.
Okay, so
it's been a while.
Razor Wasp 2 successfully hits you, but your guy just grabs the stinger and holds it kind of like if you were holding someone trying to drive a knife into you. And the stinger does no damage, and you throw the wasp off of you. Okay, so Queen is
gonna like hold using the rifles to sort of bash him back. Or not really bashing, just like shove him backwards.
So the Queen is now coming after you. She is also attacking you, but she is using what's called the Poison Stinger attack. If it successfully hits you, not only does it bypass armor, but it does poison damage of 2 per turn until the combat is over.
Question, what can epic points do again?
You can assign them to any roll. So if you rolled a 10 and it needed to be an 11, you could throw your epic point into it, and now it's an 11.
Could I give it to another player?
No.
Oh.
No, because they didn't do the epic thing. You did.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're going to roll for the Queen, and she does hit you with 2 damage, plus 2 for poison. So go ahead and give yourself 4. All right, reduce your health by 4 is what I mean.
Oh, that would be a minus
health.
1 then, because resistance still applies. There's no limit to that.
Oh, you have resistance level 2, right?
Yes.
So yeah, -1. Yeah, you guys will have to call out your special abilities and stuff. I am not going to keep track of them.
I didn't call it out right away because I'm like, hold on, is there a limit to that, or is it just every attack that I receive? And so far, it's all attacks.
I'm gonna move her down just a bit so we can see you. All right, so in order is going to be Alton Boke first. So Fortitude plus Agility is your movement.
40 feet. Oh.
Not feet, just how many hexes? Fortitude plus Agility is that many hexes.
I should have 5.
Okay, then you can move up to 5.
All right, moving here. Gonna attack this
3.
guy.
Okay, the Razor Wasp 1 or the Queen?
15.
Razor 1.
That's Razor Wasp 1, yeah. Okay,
all right,
so
I'm going to hit it, and I'm gonna add my epic point to it to make it a 16.
Okay, so you did an excess of 6 damage to Razor Wasp 1, who is now taking health damage. Let's see here. He's at 9. Okay, excellent shot. You did another solid blow on yet another wasp. You're becoming a professional at extermination. Okay, up next is Angus Mcgregor.
You need to fix one skill, Bladed Lever, because it's like a modifier based on your skill level. I'm like, okay, what's my skill level?
Yeah, you got to make sure you're tracking your levels of your skills. I would assume it's 1, unless you've upgraded it. You couldn't have. You didn't have that much XP.
Yeah, it can only be 1.
I think it's just +1.
Blade Lover is +1. You see swords and spear, blah, blah. All to hit rolls with bladed weapons have a modifier based on your skill level. Okay, so
I have +1.
+1 to whatever you roll here. So who are you going after?
I'm going after the Queen.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm going to be poking at her with my bayonet.
Okay, go for it. She has a to hit of 10.
23.
Holy
24.
crap, dude! How did that?
Was
24.
1 under maximum.
Wait, +3,
Damn.
+3. What are the 2, 3 modifiers? 1 is your damage.
Strength and the weapon damage.
Oh, holy crap!
And then you have an extra 1 from the Blade Lover.
So 14 damage. She is totally out of the fight. So you just absolutely disemboweled this creature with your.
I guess that's an epic point for me.
Oh, don't try to get free epic points now. All right.
No, I'm just saying that I guess it would be. I'm not saying it would be.
All right.
You hope it will be.
And she is out. I'm going to move her out of the way a bit so we can see the battlefield a bit better. But she's down.
Yeah.
All right. So last but not least is Dexithea,
who uses her fast movement to barely get any closer at all.
Is she in range yet?
Skull.
She is still out of range.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you. Let's what we'll do is we'll add a +2 difficulty because you're out of your range band. So you've got to hit a 12 to hit the creature.
All right. Let's see how much she can embarrass herself.
Yep, pretty badly.
Quite a lot. A 1, a 1, and a 2.
Yep, that's very embarrassing. So what are you firing at? You're using throwing dagger. Oh, okay.
Throwing dagger, yeah.
Dude, that's...
I think she goes to throw it and she releases it too soon and it goes backwards.
Okay, so not only does she miss, but you rolled 2 critical failures in that roll. So not only does she miss the wasp, but she hits Angus Mcgregor in the back. And thankfully, the dagger just barely grazes his arm, but certainly was not expected. Angus, go ahead and take 1 health off.
I sort of yelled, "Watch where you're throwing that thing!"
Now that's more like I expected her to be in combat.
All right. So Razor Wasp number, let's see, 2 is dead, so I'm just get him out of the way too. Okay, so Razor Wasp number 1 is up, and
wouldn't that be no damage because of resistance, or would that bypass that?
No, this is like just an unlucky event. It's resistance if
bypassed.
You're prepared for it. You just got stabbed in the back by your friend, so just take 1 damage. Okay, so Razor Wasp 1 is noticing. So these are predators, of
Probably
course.
put that in the
And
skill
as a
thing.
predator, naturally, he will go for the weakest prey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it looks like Dexathea is on the menu, boys. All right. So Razor Wasp 1 is going to attack Dexathea. And let's see what we got here. He's going to use his mandible bite, which, if it is successful, it will root you for 1 turn. And your to hit is 12.
Yep.
Yes, it is successful. It hits you for 4 damage.
Ouch.
Do you have anything that reduces that, or does anyone have anything that helps him? Probably none. No.
So
No, I used my thing already.
So Razor Wasp just attacks Dexathea, just takes her whole body up in his mandibles and shakes her, throws her to the ground over here. All right. So Dexathea is really hurting right now.
oh yeah.
Of course, a scratch is like 1/5 of your entire health. So, okay. Up next, starting new round is Alton Boke.
Help.
Just uno momento. And I am turning around, yelling at the thing, "You scurvy bastard!" and running towards and slashing it with my sword.
Didn't you guys damage the Razor Wasp? Yeah, its current health is 9.
Yeah.
17.
Well, it doesn't matter. You killed it. That's
I just sort of
7
slice it in
additional.
half.
That's 7 additional damage. So
No, I
Alton
decapitate it.
Boke just takes a full swing at it and absolutely cuts the creature in half.
Yeah, it had already
Five.
taken 5 damage.
Let me find out why. Oh, I see. Current health. And the max was 50, or was 10. Oh, no, it was 15 on this guy. Okay. And
You just see Atlan sort of smiling and just picking it up and just pointing at it. Look what I killed.
okay, so you've dispatched the Razor Wasps. What would you like to do next?
See if I can extract poison from it.
Let me see. Did I write that down?
That was what Dexathea was going to do. And she has the biochemist skill, so she should be able to do it.
Alright, you do it.
Yeah. So go
As
ahead.
well as alchemy.
So Dexathea. So you want to extract poison first?
Yeah.
All right. So only one of you can extract poison from the Razor
You do
Wasp
it.
Queen, and only one person gets to attempt it. If it fails, you basically damage the gland.
You do it.
So this is a queen. She's very well armored by chitin, or however you say it. So your to hit is going to be 14. This is a difficult roll. Roll your calculation when you're ready.
It's calculation?
Yeah,
Okay,
I would say calculation because you're basically performing surgery.
Yeah, she does have medical expert too. Can I use the +4 from that?
No, that's for healing.
Okay.
For healing humans, not bugs. She's not a veterinary expert.
Calculation.
Oh, wow, you succeeded. Nice roll. Okay, so go ahead and in your inventory, Dexathea, go ahead and give yourself 1 Razor Wasp poison. We'll figure out what that translates to on the item chart, but we'll do that later. So 1 Razor Wasp poison. Okay, the queen is spent. There's 2 more wasps. Would either of you like to try anything? These do not have poison glands, by the way. Only the queen did.
Good.
No? Okay. So, would you like to investigate anything before you guys head in?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I would like to do a little bit of
Let's just charge in.
Yeah, you might want to heal yourself there, Dex. You're kind of messed up.
Nah, you're fine. Speed run it.
Speed run with 1 health.
Am I able to try and attempt to catch myself?
Yeah. Everyone can attempt to do 1 medical roll, regardless.
Yeah.
What would that be?
It's an actual skill, and I think it's based on calculation. So if you don't have the medical skill, you just roll straight calculation, and you
Yep.
don't add any modifiers. All right, so
And-
that's a failure for Angus. You guys need to hit a 10 for this.
And that's a 22 because she has medic.
Okay, so not only does she hit the 10, but she does something like 10 extra health, so you healed yourself fully. Okay, and then Alton Boak, you're welcome to try and heal Angus Mcgregor, since you've got a free roll to do it anyway. That's just a straight calculation roll against a target of 10. Every number over 10 is 1 health. If you hit a 10, it doesn't do anything. So Alton, go ahead and roll calculation.
Sorry, but that had to take care of a dog there for a second. Calculation, heard all that though.
Yep, roll it against a target of 10. Okay,
15.
Sweet. All right, Angus is healed. Angus, go ahead and heal yourself up. Now, before you guys leave this area, I would like for Dex to do another calculation roll against a target of 12. Okay, that's a success. So you have discovered that there is that razor wasps are well, they're meat eaters. Obviously, they feed on meat. Now, if they feed on meat, what does that tell you guys about what's in the area?
There's a food source in the area, so
There's
something.
they're here to feed on something. Probably not you guys, because you just showed up. Let's see. Is there anything else? Does anyone here have the skill that lets you locate water? I forget what it's called.
Do not believe Dexathea has it.
It's a survival skill, I think. Survivalist mechanic. No, that wasn't it. It's a special ability that comes with a certain race. I don't remember who. I think it's nomads or something. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. So that's okay. We can continue without that. Okay, so are you guys ready to begin exploring the cave?
Yeah, it is nomads that do it.
And
Actually, Dexathea would like to see if she can find some kind of scent gland on either of the razor wasps that might help us to avoid further attacks if there's more of them.
yes, you can search. We'll do it against a target of we'll do 12. It's not super hard. In this case, use your wit.
Okie doke.
Because it's more like a clever idea. All right. Yep. Go ahead and hold on to your scent gland.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are heading into the cave. Who would like to lead the way?
I will lead the way.
Okay. Let me see here. I gotta make sure I remember how to do the reveal areas. Oh, that's how it works. Okay, so we'll do polygon reveals.
How far can I see with the lantern again?
About 20 meters, but unfortunately we can't use dynamic lighting on this map because
The walls.
oh, actually, now that you guys are in the cave, I can switch it to dynamic lighting because you're indoors and you already know what's outside. Let's try that. Let me see if it breaks everything and everyone dies. Hold on. Dynamic lighting on.
Rocks follow, we all die.
Save settings. Okay, is it pretty much dark except for the area
Yeah.
around you?
I need the
We're gonna have to
20.
fix your token because that's a little too little.
Yeah, you just need to go at 20 foot.
Okay, so is it not Angus, it's Altani who has it, right?
Yeah.
Dynamic lighting. Emits light. Distance 4 feet. That's the worst light ever. I think a 4-watt light bulb does better than that. All right, so we'll say...
Or hex, I believe.
We'll say you emit bright light to 15 feet and low light to 30, which is roughly 10 meters, about 9.5 meters. Okay, so we're going to save. There we go.
Ooh, that is
Now,
a lot better.
all these areas that are kind of that sandstone color, that's solid sandstone. You can't go through that, so just ignore that. All right, so Alton Boak, go ahead and move at, what's your movement rate, 5?
5.
Just keep moving at 5 at a time. Don't drag your guy all the way down the map. Okay, and then the guys, you can follow him.
So glad I bought the lantern.
Yeah.
You can keep going. You don't have to stop at 5. I just want you to move in units of 5. Okay, you see a single rock. Nothing too special about it. Would you like to move on? Okay. You're in a large chasm. And you're making your way back outside through another exit. That's what that light color is. It's the sand of the outside.
Going deeper and deeper into the cave. Ooh, it splits off.
Oh, hey, Panda's watching the stream. Nice. Okay.
Let's go this way.
Going that way? Yeah, the other way.
Oh, wait, no, we should go the other way first.
Okay. It's funny watching you guys, like, you're all just, like, hanging to him because he's the only source of light.
I lead the way.
Yep.
All right, that is clearly outdoors.
Never mind. Going this way. Okay. Moving along, singing a song in the night.
You've entered a narrow passageway in the cave. I really need more, like, mysterious music and stuff to play when this kind of stuff is going on. I only have one, and it's only good for, like, a marketplace, so I haven't used it yet.
Started making a sound. Come on out. You need glasses.
You're in a very large chasm now. There is just nothing but 50 feet of rock above you, and you can't see the walls from here. It's so wide. Now you see walls.
Come on out.
Okay, you are coming upon what looks to be, well, it's skeletons, clearly. Dead skeletons. There aren't, like, living fighting skeletons in this universe. So, would any of you like to try and investigate what happened here? This is a very easy investigation. It's a difficulty of 8. You can almost not
roll.
Everyone roll a wit of against target of 8.
I rolled 10.
Alton got it. Dex got it. Angus got it. All right, so clearly there was a big fight here, and it looks like it happened, I would say at least a couple months ago. And it was a bunch of people versus a dragon. That's a dragon skeleton that you can see right there. Also not shown on the map is the skeleton of a giant lizard, which they're not dragons, but they're still quite dangerous when provoked. It looks like the skeletons are a couple months old. All of them are holding various weapons in disrepair, all of them melee weapons. But it looks like whatever they did, they dispatched the dragon, so that's cool.
Are the weapons any good?
No, they're trashed. However, there may be something else in the area. Can I get another wit roll against a difficulty of 14? No, 12, sorry.
I got it.
All right, so you guys come up with the bright idea of, hey, this is a friggin' dragon, and their bones are worth a lot of money. And they can be used in many different applications, and dragons are extremely hard to find in the first place because they're dangerous. So next, we're going to try to extract the dragon bones. I'm going to give your whole team 3 attempts to do so. You're going to be rolling Fortitude against a difficulty of 16.
Ooh, let me roll it.
Very difficult and heavy. So each of you or one of you, whoever's got the most Fortitude, I recommend.
I got 3.
But you have a difficulty of 16.
Anybody else have a higher number?
Angus has 3.
Yeah, Dex
so
has
we
1,
each roll 1 then?
Dex has 1, so I think Dex is opting out.
Yeah.
All right, I will roll
That
one.
looks like hard work. Why don't you guys handle it?
16.
Wow! Great roll!
First try.
Nice roll. Okay, so Alton successfully extracts one dragon bone. Let me just go to the item chart. It's
I
actually in
will
the item
pocket
chart.
that.
You think?
I mean, we can put it in my pack.
Yeah, you can
I
put it in
hold
his
on
pack.
to
It
it.
doesn't matter.
All right.
All right, so let's go to
The
alchemy.
coin
No,
you've
it's under-
been needing.
Is it under gear? Okay, so dragon bones. Yeah, they're there. They're worth 100. So you guys can either take 50 as a team or hold on to the dragon bones to sell later for 100.
I'd say hold on to it.
And they weigh 2. So reduce your available weight by 2 or
Yeah, you
increase
can
what you
carry
got.
that.
Yeah, they're heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've discovered everything you can in this particular corner of the cave. If you guys want to continue on.
Running away. Dude. Come on, Slowpokes. Lights are moving.
Okay, as you come around the corner, you begin to smell a change in the air. It seems almost sweet and sticky, as if you're walking into somewhere where water may be. Okay, you guys can keep moving. Nothing's attacking you or anything.
All right. I just had to type a message real quick.
All right, as you walk into this cave, you come across a man standing there. There is a man, he lives next to this pool of water, and he looks kind of crazy, if I'm honest. He looks like, what's his name from Castaway, I think it was? Wilson! He kind of looks like him. He's underfed. He's got a crazy look in his eyes, but he doesn't look aggressive. He's not attacking you or anything. I think he's as surprised to see you as you are to see him. And so he holds up his hand and he says, "Welcome, friends, and welcome to the pool of renewing. You may drink freely of it if you can answer these questions 3. Who would like to answer his questions 3?
Well,
Guys,
this is
I got
probably
this.
Dexathea's part, so.
Yeah, I think Dex is the pro here.
I got this, guys. I got
All right,
this.
right. Here come some difficult questions, Dexathea. Number 1. What is your favorite color?
Green.
I'm assuming that's correct. Number 2. What color is the sun?
White.
I suppose I will accept that.
At least at midday, it's more yellow when it sets.
Question number 3. What was the name of my great-grandfather's best friend from 500 years ago?
George.
All right, so you've got you've got a
I
couple.
just say George.
You don't get to answer the questions. You've got a couple options here. You can attempt to answer the question, or you can try to outsmart him with a wit roll, but it will be against a difficulty of 16.
Okay.
Or you guys can attempt something else. But what do you want to do?
Did I ask him what the airspeed velocity of Unlighted Swallow is?
It is approximately 276 miles per hour.
I don't think that's correct. You are wrong, sir.
Well, I live in a cave. What can I say?
Dexathea is going to look at him and very deadpan say, "That's a trick question. Your grandfather, or whoever it was, had no friends."
Wait, was that 16 your wit roll?
Yes, that was a wit roll.
Wow. He goes, "It's true. We've never had friends in my family." And then he runs off, just crazy, running into the cave and disappearing altogether. You hear his voice echo off the walls as he laughs maniacally. And he's gone. All right, so you have discovered the water just to your right, guys. You've discovered the pool of water. Hold on, Alton. Stay in the area before we move to the next one. Is there anything you would like to check? Do you want to like fill your canteens? Do you want to check the water? What do you want to do?
Dexathea will definitely take a sample, but she's kind of thinking it might not be a good idea to drink what the crazy person was drinking.
So Dexathea takes a sample of the water. Is there... so you can role play how you want to test it, or we can try just a straight up...
I take a sip of the water.
You're going to take a sip of it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so Alton takes a sip of the
Alright,
water and immediately...
As Alton's doing that, I say this might be the water that the dead lady referred to.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, fellas.
Yeah, well, so you take a sip of the water and you immediately start gagging and spitting and sputtering. I want you to take 1 damage. And you've discovered the water is salt water. It's not drinkable in its current form. But it's not poison. It's not crazy water. But clearly
It's
this
salt
dude
water,
has been
guys.
drinking salt water and losing his friggin' mind. He's apparently too stupid to know how to boil salt water into something drinkable. Or he just doesn't have the tools. Who knows? All right. So you drank a little salt water. You're feeling a little sick. But otherwise, you guys are okay.
How big is this pool?
This pool is, I think, about 50 feet across. If you measure it with the little... Actually, you guys can't see the whole thing, can you?
Quick thing. I can't seem to turn my character around.
It's 60 feet across.
You click on your character a second time and it should fix it.
No, I am, and it's just... the cogwheel is over the,
Zoom in
thing
a
to turn
lot.
it.
There you go. Yeah, changing your zoom level will allow you to do that.
Yeah.
I
I've run
had
into
that
too.
before. I had that the last session we did. I just clicked a second time on my character and it removed those cogwheels.
Yeah, it didn't for me. I clicked it twice. And
Wait, I turned your
Zoom.
body. You should be able to now.
I zoomed out. It works.
Okay, sweet. All right, so you're done in this area. You guys can continue on now.
If you drag the character and then put it like right back on the same tile, then it will fix that. That was how I did it.
All right, as you move towards the southern side of the cave, you're noticing a larger collection of large boulders on the ground. There's nothing special about them. You notice them.
Dex. I think I might be in the wall where I'm standing.
Okay, I want everyone to roll a wit for not wit. I'm sorry, calculation for awareness.
16.
11.
Oh, wow. Dex and Alton notice that there are some footprints on the ground. Now, you guys can try to find out what the footprints belong to against a difficulty of 14. So roll another calculation roll, all 3 of you.
18.
Wow. Jeez, man. I got to start making things super difficult for you guys. Okay, so of all people, Alton seems to be the animal expert because he discovers that these footprints actually belong to a giant Suahim lizard.
Hey guys,
They're not dragons, but they're big.
Yeah, those are dangerous.
What if the lizard is a wizard?
So because you've discovered these footprints, as you move deeper into the cave, if there is a lizard moving around, you're going to be able to hear it, so you can't be ambushed by it. So you guys can keep moving.
It could be a king gizzard.
Out of the shadows comes a creature. All right, so I want you all to roll your agility for initiative.
10. Damn it, again.
32. How did I do the best out of all of us?
All right, well, I'm not even going to roll it for the lizard because there's no way he can reach 32. You guys definitely have the drop on the lizard. So who would like to go first? By the way, this lizard looks extremely hungry. And normally, giant lizards actually don't attack humans. They leave them be because they're hunted by humans for their meat and their hide. But this guy is desperate and hungry, and it's clear he's been hiding from those wasps this whole time. So he's got a snack. All right, so who would like to go first?
Could I go first, or do you want to?
I'll go last.
All right, he has a target to hit of 14. He's extremely fast and very desperate.
I will run up and smack it with my sword. 24.
Oh my god.
Holy balls, dude. Okay, so that is a total of 10 damage.
Another 566. Wow.
Wow, that's
I just run and stab it in the eye.
10 damage out of his current. He has 2 armor, so it's actually 8 damage.
Oh, in the stomach, but you know.
All right, so you've taken your first shot at him. Up next is who would like to be next, Angus or Dex?
Dex can go next.
All right, Dex. Moving all your super far distance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we'll give that to you. We'll just add a difficulty of 2, so your target to hit is 16. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's a good roll. It's a pretty good roll, but you didn't quite do it. Unfortunately, you throw another dagger. At least this time it didn't plant itself in your buddy's back, but it just bounces off of the thick hide of the giant lizard, and he just screeches at you. All right, Angus, up next.
So, gonna use coordinated this again because it's only once per combat.
So is that the double damage one?
Yeah.
Coordinated?
Yes.
A coordinated, an extremely deadly and therefore expensive skill. Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
17. I do 3, but that becomes 6.
-2 because of his armor, so 4 damage. Solid shot. Okay, let's go to... Dang it, I keep closing these windows when I shouldn't. I should just keep them open. All right.
Yeah.
So, what did I say?
Pop them out so you don't have to worry about that.
What did I say? 2 damage? Yeah, I popped it out.
4 damage. Because it became 6, and then it was -2 from his thick hide.
Okay, so Dex misses. Angus plants a solid shot in his shoulder blade, and Alton just absolutely rails him with the sword. Good shot. Okay, so it's now his turn. The giant Suahim lizard is going to attack with... Let's see. He's going to attack... Yeah, he's going to attack Alton with... Iron Bite. Actually, yeah, no, he's going to use Tongue Slash on you. All right, and your to hit is 14.
Ooh.
That's an 18, so that is 4 damage to you. You don't have armor, right?
Nope.
All right, so you got to take 4 damage to your health.
13.
Okay, and... It's your guys' turn again. By the way, you had more enemies to deal with, but I deleted some because we're missing a guy. So this would have been more challenging. I should have actually just kept them in, seeing how well you guys are doing. All right.
Such things.
Alton, you're up first.
All right, I'm going to stab it.
Okay, your to hit is 14, don't forget.
17.
Okay, -2 for his armor. He takes 1 damage.
Oh.
So you do indeed stab at the creature instead of slash at it. Forgetting, of course, that Suahim lizards are almost as heavily armored as dragons are as far as nature's armor goes. So your sword cuts slightly into his belly, but mostly bounces off of scales. All right. Up next is Dex. Hit that 14, Dex. You got this.
And that was actually a miss because she had a -2. So yeah, that last one.
Yeah.
Hey, she does no damage.
That's correct. So you throw your dagger, and yes, indeed, it does land in the lizard and plants itself into his scales. But you can tell by the complete lack of reaction from the lizard that you'd never actually hit soft tissue. It's just now she just has a dagger sticking out of her scales.
Right up and shove the dagger in further.
All right, so Angus.
If I succeed on my attack, I'll do that.
Angus McGregor, you are up. Target number 14.
Move there, and then I have to spend my action to reload, right? Because I moved.
Yeah, you fired your single shot weapon, so you go ahead and reload. That's your turn.
I wasn't sure if I could still reload in the same turn, just using my action, or
you
if I had
can
to
still
spend
move
extra.
and then reload, but reloading is like a combat.
Yeah.
Essentially, that way you don't get to fire twice.
Actually. So I was about there, 10, 15.
So Angus is biting off the tip of the reload cartridge and pouring
That's where I
the
reload.
gunpowder and everything in. And up next is the giant lizard. He is very upset that he has a sword. He's been sword slashed, and he has a dagger sticking out of his side, even though it doesn't hurt him. And he is again going to bite at Altan. This time he's going to use Iron Bite instead of Tongue Slash. Lucky for you, to hit is 14. That is.
I go and shove Alton aside and take it instead.
Okay, you take the damage instead of Altan, and
No, they'll be there.
Yeah, I was just getting him out of the way so I could
I'll
grab
be
your
there.
piece. Okay, so go ahead and take 2 damage minus your resistance, so 0. So don't take anything.
Yeah.
So he bites into Angus, but Angus is solid as a rock, and the lizard just finds nothing but hard flesh. It doesn't bite through. All right, so up next is Altan again.
All right, run it up and smash it at the creature. 23.
Whoa, 23. So that's his to hit was 14. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So that brings him down. Yeah, that was a
Take a slap at its neck.
All right, so creature is bleeding heavily now, and it's getting very desperate. If you guys do not kill him by the end of this turn, he is going to do something crazy. All right, so up next is Angus. Or no, it's Dex. Angus is last. Come on, Dex, be the hero. I can be your hero, baby.
Come on, Dex, you got this.
Oh, God.
And another backstabbing.
Oh my God, that's 2 failures. That's 2 critical rolls. Dude. All right, so Dex takes the knife and throws it as hard as she can, but it doesn't even go straight. It literally it's like a kid throwing a baseball into the ground on accident. So the knife just bounces off the ground, bounces back up, and plants itself in Altan's leg. Altan, I want you to take 1 damage.
You little shit.
Man, you guys got to start fighting with Dex to your side instead of at your back.
Okay, we should just. Oh,
Either that or
don't throw any more knives, you.
anything. Like you don't
Someone
get to
take
throw
this
any more
woman's
knives.
knives away. Okay, that is Dex's turn. So Angus, you're up. See if you can do the hero move.
I sort of say we're confiscating those knives of yours.
Angus, you have an opportunity here to do something cool.
You should totally stab it with the bayonet and then pull the trigger. I mean, in real life, you wouldn't want to, but
I'm just reading my things. It'll be +1 because I am going to stab at him.
You are gonna. So you're gonna go for the melee?
Yeah.
All right. So difficulty of 14. That's unfortunately a
I don't.
fail.
I just bounce off the scales.
However,
Yep.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to drive. So here's your wager here. If you successfully drive the dagger that Dex hit the lizard with, if you successfully drive it into the lizard, I will double the damage. But if you fail, the lizard will have thrown you off its back and you'll be out for 1 turn. You won't be damaged, but you'll just be useless for 1 turn after this. Would you like to attempt this?
Sure.
All right, so Angus jumps up onto the back of the lizard and just goes to pound down with all of his might on the dagger that's in the lizard's back. What we're going to do, what's the damage mod of your dagger, Dex, if there is one?
1, actually.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll your fortitude, and then we'll add +1 to that roll against a target of 14. Oh, nice!
19.
So
Yeah,
19, that's 5 extra damage, -2 for 3, but we double that, it's 6 damage, and yes, you successfully dispatch the lizard. Angus, you can give yourself an epic point for that one. And we'll drop him down to 0. The lizard is completely dead. So Angus just jumps on the lizard's back, locates the dagger that Dex somehow didn't plant into one of his teammates, or her teammates' backs, and he just, with all of his might, Star Trek style, using both hands into a fist, just stabs that dagger down with all of his might and goes
I
straight.
thought I wanted to use the rifle butt of my musket to hammer it in.
Oh, you can do that too. So you use the rifle butt of your musket and just hammer that thing in, and it rings true right into the creature's brain and drops it dead. All right, that's a good fight. Good job, guys.
See, I was useful.
Okay, so the Suahim lizard is dead. You guys have the opportunity to not loot it because it's not a human, but you can skin it, try to get supplies from it. So the way
I'm going to take the bayonet off my musket and use it to pry off some scales, or attempt to.
this is going to be an agility roll, or not an agility, excuse me, a fortitude roll, because you're cutting off armored skin. So hold on. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm going to give your team 3 attempts amongst you guys, so either one person could try or whatever you figured out. You're going to get 3 attempts against a target of 14. Actually, no. 3 attempts against a target of 16. We're going to make this a really hard roll. And if you succeed, you will get... what did I write down here? 2 Suahim meat and 1 Suahim leather. Or I think it's called
we
Suahim
can make armor.
hide, but what did I write down? I think it's called animal hides, technically. Yeah, it's called animal hides, so that's what you'll put in your items. And then lizard meat. Did I add that yet? I did not. Oh, it's in food. Suahim meat. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so if you succeed at any of these rolls, you're going to get 2 meat and 1 animal hides. Understood?
so does my 9 count or no?
No, because I didn't explain it fully. So this is a fortitude roll. Who would like to make the roll, or would you guys like to split it up?
Let's split it between us two, because just in case one has bad luck, you know?
It's just
Dex is competent.
Dex is like, okay, so Alton can do 1 and Angus 2. Does that sound good?
All right,
Okay, target of 16. Start with you, Alton.
18.
Oh, wow, first roll, dude. And Angus also nails it. Nice. Okay, so you both succeeded. You only needed 1 to succeed. Who would like to hold on to the hides and meat? You're getting a little
You can hold
heavy
on to it, man.
So the meat is just a weight of 1 per meat. Well, we'll just call it 1 for both. We don't need to be too detailed. So let's say 1 for 2 meat. And the hides, what do I have in here? Animal hides weigh 1 as well.
I can carry either the hide or the 2 meat.
All right, I'll carry the hide.
All right, so
What's the weight
Alton,
of the
go ahead
hide?
and put that in your items, please. And-
What's the weight of the hide?
1.
1, yeah. And then Angus, make sure you put 2 meat in
What's
your
the hide called?
animal hides. Alton or Angus, put the 2 meat in your inventory. Their
I
total
did.
weight is 1. Just assume they're half a pound each or whatever, half a kilo. All right,
I did
so That was a success. Good job, guys, on the lizard. Well done. Even though Dex failed to do anything, ultimately that dagger did actually matter, so that's good. You may continue your exploring of what's left of the cave.
All right, time to go forward.
As you move forward, you start to smell something earthy and organic. Can't quite tell what it is. Is any of you from the north? Angus is, aren't you? Angus, you're from the tribes?
I'm near one of the highland tribes near the Beale River.
Okay, so you know what wood
That
smells
river
like.
and
You guys
Stronghold.
smell wood, and you did for a moment, but now that you're moving further up, you're not smelling it so much. So Angus can smell something south of you guys.
I'm gonna say
Right
that
there.
there's something to the south.
All right, Alton. There you go. Okay, so you guys have discovered what looks like a crashed airship. This is basically, it's hard to tell, but you see how there's like sand right here?
Yeah.
You guys are outside. In fact, I can turn on the lights now. Hold on. Page settings and dynamic lighting. Daylight mode. See if that works. Sorry, you can see everything now, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys have successfully explored the cave. You missed some stuff. I'll explain at the end of the mission here. All right, now you found the airship. We move on to this part, which is okay. Go ahead and we'll just assume you guys are in the airship. I don't have a second page for that.
Yeah.
I want you to roll. Even if you fail this roll, I'm going to give it to you because it's part of the story, kind of like it was with the crazy lady. I want each of you to roll for awareness. I suppose it would be wit, because that's
Wit?
sort of,
Yeah, I'd say
like
so.
Oh, I
social
rolled a
ability is
7.
also about having an awareness of your surroundings. So everyone roll wit against a difficulty of 14.
7. No,
Yeah.
it's got it.
Oh, Dex is so close.
Extra close.
Might as well try re-rolling that since I have the skill
Yeah,
to.
you have the skill. Go for it. Way to fail.
Oh,
If I could
we
take
didn't
away an
get it.
epic point, I would.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys failed to find it. Had you found it, I would have given you each a little bit of XP, but you didn't. So anyway, you eventually do come across a skeleton. So you're making your way through the ship. You're walking through the gun deck. Actually, there is no gun deck. There's a storage deck and a top deck. This is not a big airship. It's the equivalent of what did I write down here?
Is this the airship from the last game?
No. This is a different era.
Oh.
You guys are like 800 years earlier.
Oh.
What is the smaller ships? Are they?
Sloop?
Yeah,
I have the number of
sloops.
masts.
Well, technically, it
Like,
doesn't
how many
have
number?
mass. It's an airship, but if it did have mass, it would be one mass. So we'll call it a sloop.
That would probably be more of a cutter than a sloop.
Yeah. Either way, it's a small ship. It's all about speed and nothing else.
Sloop is a single-masted vessel. Typically, a cutter is usually bigger, I think.
So this is a small airship with a total of 4 10-pound cannons and two deck swivel guns. All right, you guys know what swivel guns are, right? It's those little, they're basically buckshot guns.
I have to go check on the dog. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll wait till he gets back before I reveal anything. But the ship is not a complete loss. It has a big chunk missing out the side. So if you attempted to refill the balloon and take off in this thing, the ship would tear itself apart because it's not structurally sound. But otherwise, it's in fairly good working order. The cannons seem okay. There's a little bit of powder in the hold of the deck. There's no goods to speak of, so you guys haven't like found a treasure trove of spices or anything. But the ship can carry essentially unlimited weight for what you guys can carry. I mean, not actually unlimited, but it can carry much more than a human can. So any of your inventory you want to offload into it, if we can get the ship up and running, you're welcome to do it. But then it's of course, going to go into the ship's... Oh, in fact, let's see here. Do I have an item for you guys? Collection of notes. Yes. Did I put this in all of... Oh, it's already in your inventory. So if you guys look where you found your character sheet, there should also be something that says a collection of notes.
Yep.
I'm going to add any relevant data to those notes for you guys whenever stuff happens. Like these are specific notes, not items. So if you've discovered other letters or communiques, things like that, this is where they're going to go. So just be aware if you ever need to check it for reference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here. We gotta wait for Alton to get back.
I put 2 examples in the RPG for what the ship would be if it had sails instead of airbags.
Where'd you put it? Oh, you put it in the Discord?
Yep, in RPG.
Yeah, it would probably be a sloop, I'd say. If it were
There's
compared to
different kind of cutters and sloops depending on how they're rigged.
It wouldn't be a rigged sloop though because it doesn't have sails. Well, it has
Yeah, no, I'm
sails.
saying like if it did have sails, I mean.
Yeah.
But just in terms of size.
Alton Bogue. Well, that's okay. We can.
While he's away, Dexathea wants to get some of the gunpowder and use her
Sorry about that.
use her biochemist skill to basically make a dirty smoke bomb out of gunpowder and suahim fat.
You get it? Wait, say that again. You want to do what?
Yes. So he wants to take some of the fat from the suahim. I'm assuming there's some, and some gunpowder, and combine it into a smoke Dexathea bomb. Wants to I believe it's called Shroud.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Sure, that sounds like fun.
Ingredients like that.
Yeah. Heck yeah, dude.
When we were inside the cave system, would that technically count as mountains?
These do not count as mountains, no.
Okay.
So alchemy is wit or calculation?
Alchemy is calculation.
Okay.
Wow!
Re-roll that because I can.
And if you fail this hard again, it's gonna blow up in your face and you're gonna take health damage. Oh my god! Dude!
Oh god, no, you did even worse.
Dude, you are the king of bad rolls tonight. Like,
I just hear a big poof.
You just hear like Dex over there like, check this out, guys. I'm gonna make this awesome bomb. Ah! And it just blows up in your face. You got like this cartoon face of like your whole face is black and your hair is like blasted backwards.
Yeah, I think she was making it and accidentally set it off while she was making it, so she totally.
Being a soldier, can I check the quality of the powder she was using?
As
if it was like clumping together rather than being like a fine powder. Otherwise known as being spoiled.
I do have the historian calculation roll can be re-rolled, so if I can use that as well, I could try again.
Well, you're not really doing history-related work here. You're being a chemist. You're being like a meth dealer here. You failed at it. So go ahead and give yourself 1 damage. What
about my roll?
So you should be down to 4.
To see.
And you can
the
do
quality of the powder.
You can do your roll, Angus. It's not going to keep him from having been blown up, though. So go ahead and roll.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, if it's like, I can tell what it was. If like you're using spoiled powder. Which
yeah, go ahead and roll against a difficulty of 10. This is a pretty easy thing to tell because you're a soldier.
For calculation or wit?
For this would be a calculation roll. Yes, you discovered
using spoiled powder.
You discovered the powder is actually fine. It's the user who was the problem. Okay. This is perfectly fine gunpowder for cannons.
So it's like an actual powder form rather than it's like caking together.
I sort of say, Dex, honey, you should take a break today. Today is not your day.
Yes, thankfully this is outside of the caves, and
Yeah.
the air in Ruin is quite dry, so the powder's in pretty good shape. It's not caked or wet.
Seeing as it's good quality powder, can I search the ship for more powder to, so I guess like have on me that I can use?
What would you do with it? Because you automatically get to use your gun. There's no powder needed.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like I could like keep it and
Sure, we'll just
sell it
assume
for
you.
more or something.
Yeah, you can just put 1 barrel of powder. Do I have gunpowder in here? I probably don't.
No, I don't think you, because you're just like, okay, you can use it no matter what.
Yeah. Just assume you found 1 extra barrel of gunpowder, and you can. We'll just hold on to it for now. Don't add it to your inventory because it would be too heavy for you to carry. We're gonna try to get this airship up and running, but before we do that, you guys continue to search the ship, and your failed calculation rolls resulted, or wit rolls resulted in not finding it off the bat, but you eventually find the skeleton of what you assume to be the captain because it's in the captain's cabin, and it's just sitting there in a chair. In front of the skeleton is a wooden table with some writing implements, a pocket watch, and a open letter with a quill pen just laying on it. So who would like to have read the letter? I'll read it for you guys, but we'll just... Actually, it doesn't really matter who reads it, to be honest. So we're just going to read it here. So it says, day 97. I think this is it. The only person still alive, aside from myself, is crewman Zacharias. The madness of thirst has touched his mind, and I fear he'll soon hurt himself. A few weeks ago, we discovered a small nest of giant scarab beetles. We slaughtered them and drained them of all bodily fluids for the purpose of drinking. The taste was vile, but it sustained us for a few more weeks. Now, though, the blood has run out, and I fear thirst will finally take me. I haven't seen Zacharias for days. Oop, I spelled days wrong. Fix that. For days. If that lunatic has found water and failed to tell me, I will slit his throat. Who am I kidding? I'm too weak to even stand. If you find this letter, and I'm dead, consider the remains of the swift wind yours. For what little good that will do. She's missing a good portion of her frame, thanks to the accursed spires, and the balloon needs repairing. But, should you find a way to bring her back to life, she's the fastest ship west of the Warlord territories. May she bring you success as she did me for so many years. Signed, Captain Kristen Jorgensen. All right, let me add that little note to your guys' notes. And collection of notes. Edit. Day 3. So this one's going to be kind of confusing because you discovered it on day 3, but the note is titled day 93. So hopefully you understand what that means. All right, so day 3. There we go. Save changes. All right, so if you guys ever need to refer to the note, it is, of course, in your collection of notes. All right, so you've discovered this ship. It's yours. If you guys can repair it, you may attempt to repair it if you can find the materials. If you cannot find the materials, then you can salvage it, and the entire worth of all the materials you would salvage on the ship are about 1,000 money. You would have to split that 3 ways.
We could probably cannibalize our small boat to use as repair materials.
You could. I'm glad someone figured that out. Because
well, I typed it out, but I guess no one's really reading that, so I just said
no,
it again.
I just hadn't responded yet.
Yeah, I was looking at the letter. Okay, so you want to cannibalize your ship. All right, so here's another opportunity for you guys to earn a little extra money. How it's going to work is, so this is just a straight up physical task with 1 intelligence task. So it takes the task of taking the ship apart, which is a physical action.
Would intelligence be a calculation or wit?
It'd be calculation in this case.
Okay.
And then it would take, so I'm going to give you guys 3 total rolls. You have to get at least 1 fortitude roll correct and 1 calculation roll correct in order to fully repair this thing and earn an additional 10 XP each. If you fail, you'll still fix it because it's part of the story. You just won't get that sweet XP.
I call it the Fortitude Roll.
So starting with the Fortitude Roll, who wants
May
to
I
attempt
ask-
first?
Sorry, may I ask what your fortitude is, just so I know? And don't butt in with the fortitude.
Sorry
So
about that.
what's the number you have next to fortitude?
3.
Okay, so we are tied for that. I'm not going to do the calculation roll because I just have 1 in that.
Yeah, that's probably a dex thing.
How about we? Oh, you mind if I do it? I've been seem to
Yeah, you
have
can
had
do it.
luck.
Okay.
Oh, come on! Today's
so
not the
major
day.
fail. Your target is 12, by the way. So who would like to attempt Fortitude Roll next?
I
You
guess
do
I'll
it.
try.
Take over.
All right, Angus.
Ooh.
Do you want to use your epic point?
Yeah, I'll put it in.
All right. So using your 1 epic point, you just barely
Well, I
made
have
it.
2, but I use 1.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, hold on to the other one. All right, so you successfully tear apart the ship. You guys now have a big pile of wood at your feet, as well as some nails and canvas from your small little sail on your bailboat. All right, so we've got 1 roll left as a team, and it's a calculation roll. If it succeeds, you guys each get 10 XP. If not, you still succeed. It just, you don't get the XP. Dex, are you gonna... So Dex is going to figure out how to put this thing back together per the specs in his head, and he barely nails it, even with another failure of a roll.
He has Tinkerer, which is any mechanic or build related roll gains +1. So
oh, nice. So you rolled a 13, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a portion to the character sheets that just lets you add a straight modifier. So when we do these rolls, we don't have to do math.
Okay.
I'll do that later. Okay, so you rolled a 13. So thanks to Dexithea and Angus, you guys successfully figured out not only how to take a ship apart properly, but to put one back together in the form of the side of an airship. So you've repaired the airship, and you're good to go there. The airship is up and running. So I assume you guys don't want to salvage it. You want to keep it.
The one that we're next to, I would say keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to make you much more mobile than a little bailboat will.
And also I can
Sure, we
offload
also
some stuff
built
into it.
the way apart, so if we salvage this, we would have no transportation.
Nice. Okay, so there's one more thing for you guys to discover. Let's see, how can we do this? All right, so we're going to play some Minesweeper here. All right. There is a letter on the ship, and in this letter is a map to a cache. Now, if you find this map, I'm going to give you guys an additional 5 XP to the 10 you just earned.
So you just earned 10?
Yeah, make sure you give yourself 10 XP, because you guys did successfully put the ship together with your rolls, and we have an opportunity to find basically a treasure map, to be cliche. So we're going to play Minesweeper. Somewhere in this, let's see, how do I draw? Can you see my little, that didn't work, hold on.
In this area?
You see this arrow, right?
Yes.
Somewhere in this area is is basically the mine you're looking for. So each of you is going to ping, and I'm going to tell you how many spaces away you are from like that. Well, make sure you draw in a space after I tell you. You're going to start there?
Yeah.
Okay, you are 3, 4, 5 spaces away.
Wait, where was I? Which one?
Yeah. There, thank you. Whoever did that. Your 5 spaces.
I would just have your character outside the box, make it easier. Just mark the one you are.
Yeah, you can ping it. You don't have to put your character there.
I'm gonna search there. Next to the rock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away.
Can you remove that second?
You get 2 more searches.
Actually, I could just do it next one.
This.
All right, Dex, would you like to ping the next one?
trying to do something.
You not able to ping? Like that? All right, if Dex is busy, then we'll have Angus go ahead and ping where you think it is at.
Yeah, I can.
And checking there.
That'll work.
9. You're 9 away. Getting colder.
Can I make the last one?
Sure.
Right here.
Ping it again.
Right here.
1. The actual spot was right here. If you're curious. I'm going to give it to you guys because you were right next to it, so that counts. Go ahead.
Yes!
Everyone give yourself 5 XP in addition to whatever you've got there.
I got lucky, boys. I had no idea. Shit.
All right, so you've all earned an additional 15 XP on top of what I'm going to give you for the mission. But what this is it's a map of the area, including where you're at. The dotted line from the woman's map is so the first map that you guys found yesterday in the game, but 3 weeks ago in real life. That dotted line is actually called Underground River. This captain is aware of its existence as well. It matches up with the crazy lady's map. And she's marked a specific spot along that supposed underground river with an X. And the X reads cache number 3. So, that means next week we're going to have to make a choice. Either you continue the mission because it will be day number 4, or you can attempt to go discover this cache. Now, you're going to just do some rolls to discover the cache. We're not doing like a full roleplay session for that. And if your rolls are successful, you lose a day, but you get something very valuable out of it. So you guys will have to decide what you want to do next time we meet.
Y'all want to vote now?
Huh?
I was going to say we could vote now and then have it planned.
Yeah, you can vote now. So how many days did he give you? He gave you 2 weeks, didn't he?
I think it was.
Let me look at the...
I'm fine with losing a day to go and look for it.
Yeah, I'm fine with also...
3,
oh,
hold on. Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure we said 2 weeks. So you have 14 days total. If you do this search, then this is going to take a day out of your total days spent, which means you'll be starting the campaign next week. We meet on day number 5. You'll lose a day. So
I'm
5 out of 14 total. So, Angus, you said you're fine with that?
Yeah.
Alton, what's your
I'm fine
thought?
with it.
And Dex?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So at the start of next week's session, you guys are going to be searching for the treasure. If you roll successfully, you will find the treasure. If you fail, you're not getting anything. So it will be a wasted day. You're not getting like XP or anything like that.
Oh.
Okay. That is the end of this session, guys. Good job. I'm going to give you guys let's say I'm going to give you about 40 XP. So this is 40 in addition to the 15 you already earned. So make sure you add 40 more.
I clicked out of the roll 20. Could you add 40 to my sheet?
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Thank you.
Alton book sheet 40. So you're sitting on 100 XP. You can probably get a good skill out of that, Alton.
All right.
Or
I'll
you can
take a
up
look.
your agility, perhaps.
I might up my fortitude.
Oh no, up in your fortitude would be 160 XP.
I will save.
Nice. All right, so that's it. Make sure you guys each give yourself that XP. All of your inventory, as long as you're on the ship, it's assumed all of your inventory except for what you're actually holding and wearing is on the ship as well. You don't have to carry it around. Your ship has infinite storage capacity within reason. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys you can carry 5 million animal hides, obviously.
So we saved the ship.
You did save the ship. You are now the proud owners of the Swift Wind. which is a small sloop-sized airship.
Can we rename it?
I mean, you can, but that's bad.
Alright.
Bad luck. It's
No,
bad
it's
juju.
bad luck if you've named it already, but we're not the ones that named it, so we can do it without bad luck.
All right, well, it's up to you guys if you want to rename
How
it.
about the bag end?
The break wind.
Bag end.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys figure that out in the RPG chat, but we're going to end this session for now. Good work, guys. 40 XP out of a possible 100. Oh, by the way, if you're curious what you missed, one of you could have tried to check to see if there was water before you even entered the cave. There was also, if you had rolled a really good roll, you could have found a pack of scarabs, giant scarabs, and you could have harvested them for chitin material. Also, Dexathea, if you had stuck around before you guys went into the cave and investigated what the material was actually made out of, you would have realized it was sandstone, which also indicates there's water nearby. So you guys didn't discover any of that, but you did find, you defeated all your enemies and you found all the clues, so no problem. All right, guys, that is